Video, video to the youth. I'm gonna save your life. I'm gonna teach you what you're gonna find out in 15, 20 years when you're about 30 something years old, right? Takes you a while to figure out what I'm about to tell you. If you're wise, you'll listen to me, and and you'll get to know how things run. So, all right. So when we're born, when we're young kids, birthday parties are a big deal. All attention is on us. Big birthday cakes, for the most part, not everybody, right? There's those exclusions of families that are broken, etc. But kids blow out those candles. They make wishes. They have all these toys. They watch all these shows on television. There's a lot of fantasy out there. Spider-Man, superheroes, all kinds of stuff, right? And all this develops your mindset to thinking that this world is sad that I was trying to look for that word, sad that like it. Anyways, um, it makes you think that this world is a fairy tale, almost like big playgrounds, all fun and games, no consequences. And let me just smash that illusion here and now. Okay? You're gonna figure this out, but it's better if you figure it out earlier than later, right? Adults make the child's memories epic. Epic. Okay, that kid is living in glory up here, getting all the attention, hugs, kisses, attention, praises, etc. Not everybody, but a lot of those kids growing up get that. As they get older and older, each birthday means less and less. Start to figure out they're not getting all the attention they used to. So they start looking for attention and doing the wrong things because they crave that attention that they got when they were young. So they start smoking and drinking and getting in trouble and all this other stuff, which enters into another realm, another world. When they start doing that, they start to experience this whole nother realm, a whole nother world. And it is a whole nother world. And in that world, pleasure is the goal. But you live a very painful, sorry, depressed life. You're trading your soul for pleasure in that world of drugs and alcohol, of partying, of sleeping around. You're giving up your soul for a good time. And it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen the first time or the second time or the third time, but it gets dull. It loses its feeling. It loses its epicness, so to speak. And you start to feel like this ain't all it's cracked up to be anymore. A lot of people don't get to quit. They're hooked. They're addicted. And that's where the roller coaster starts. That's where because people don't understand that drugs alters your chemical in your brain, and then you have a chemical imbalance. So your brain is saying, I need that, give it to me, because you literally altered how you feel. So I got to the point where I needed drugs. It wasn't so much I wanted it, I needed it. It was medicine, right? It started off as a good time, but then later on it bites you and it comes back. And the famous saying is, "Oh, that won't happen to me. No, I balanced myself out. Blah 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 blah." I heard it all. It's all big fat lies. Everybody that does it lives a life that is mediocre at best, but sloppy and bummish almost 99.9% of the time, and they don't amount to much, and they traded out all their life, all their dreams, visions, goals, aspirations, all for a blunt, all for some coke, offer some pills, offer some some feeling like, oh yeah, you know, it's not all it's cracked up to be. So then there's that, okay. But the attention starts to fade. The the attention of parents and like your birthday, as you grow 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, then you start to venture out into being your own person. You're trying new things. If your parents were good parents, they would have told you be careful with this or that, but you're gonna think to yourself, you know, they don't know better than me. I know better for me, so I'm gonna try it. And then it's a heap of trouble. I'm not even mentioning the fact that there's demons and devils, and this world is very spiritual, and there's all kinds of consequences that are spiritual. That's another video. That is horrible. I mean, I went through it. I mean, the devil did a number on me. The devil did. I had PTSD. Let's just put it that way, because of drugs and alcohol, and because of chasing that stupid life. But yeah, you know, as you grow older and older, you mean less and less, and then you start meeting people that want to use you. As you get older, they pretend to be your friends or peers or acquaintances, etc. But really, they're around you, affiliated with you, because they want something from you. You have something that they want. So either you're attractive and they want to be around somebody attractive to gain more attention from other people. You have money. You have something that they want, right? Or you know somebody that they like or something like that, and they want to be around that. And so you come to find out years later, after really devoting your heart and a lot of energy and purpose into these people, that they were fake all along, and they were with you all for the wrong reasons, but they tricked you. So you'll figure this stuff out as you go, and it will happen repeatedly with different faces, different people that will mean a lot to you. So your heart over a period of time gets broken. You know, it gets broken over different periods of times with different people, and then little by little you start to refrain from really trusting people. You start to almost like look at people like, you know, I know what's up kind of thing. And then you're entering into a wisdom state. You know, wisdom, wise state. You know, you have to be alert. You have to be aware. You can't just give yourself to anything and anyone. There was this girl that she wanted to prove that that all humanity was good, and so she wanted to hitchhike around the world, and she wanted to prove her whole thing was people are good in the core, and that there's a misconception that men want to rape women or something like that. So she went and hitchhiked, and I think like, I don't know if it was the first car that she hitchhiked or the second or something like that, and the guy tried to rape her, and she came out and she said, yeah, that guy tried to rape her. And she, you know, she was mad about it. She was mad that she was being judged by other people, you know, people calling her stupid and stuff like, duh, you know. And she said, shut up, you know. So anyways, there's people out there that get deceived, they get conned, they get manipulated, they get taken advantage of, right? So the more alert you are, the more aware you are, the bigger your eyes are open. It's not about being paranoid, but it is about understanding that there's a lot of predators out there, and they come in all different shapes and sizes, and often they look nice, friendly, kind, and they're just what the Bible refers as a wolf in sheep clothing. So we'll leave that there. So as you grow older and older, you start to figure out people are shady, conniving, snakes, and it's not people. I want to make this clear. It's not people. This world is very spiritual, and as a result, demons exist, angels exist, God exists, the devil exists. It all exists. It really exists. It's really real. And demons inhabit people that, you know, they just inhabit people, right? And perhaps you've seen somebody possessed, and perhaps you haven't, but you surely YouTube it, and you'll see it. So anyways, um so yeah, you're not being deceived, or like the person is not hurting you, but what's inside the person is using it for. So you've heard the saying, hurt people hurt other people, and that's absolutely true. A person that lived a rough childhood, got molested or got abused by their parents or whatever, that person's hurt. And then often what that person does is he hurts other people because he himself is hurt, or she. And they go around life with a chip on their shoulder, and they just lash out on people, and they hurt other people, and it's just a wildfire, you know. And the way to cut that off is to forgive and to ask Jesus Christ to heal you, and He will, and it does work. So then there's that. But as you get older and older, you start to figure out, that living the calm, cool, and collected life is the best life. Like the boring life, the life that everybody says, that's boring. That's what life really ultimately is, conservative living, looking at people, watching out for your neighbor, picking up some litter on the street, whatever it is that is good in nature, that's where life is at, whether it be gardening outside, or just quite frankly looking at sunsets, playing board games with your family, helping somebody, move from house to house, although it's hard, whatever. In the end, you get a rewarding feeling from it. And in these charitable moments, that's what life is. And life, I know, is portrayed as big gold chains, shiny wheels, a lot of girls, sex, rock and roll, all this stuff. And all I'm trying to say is that if you go down that road, you're free to do so. But if you do go, you're going to find out, if you ever get out. If you ever get out. Not everybody gets out. But I don't know, say 5 years after you enter, you're going to say, man, this ain't nothing. It's a big promise and a small delivery. But the demons, like I said, about this world is very spiritual. The demons keep you there, and they don't let you. They don't let you leave. And that's my personal testimony. The demons hang on to you, and they don't let you. And they make you go further and further and further into sin, much further than you ever wanted to go. So you go in there, you start smoking weed, and before you know, you're doing heroin, and you say, "How the hell did I get over here?" I don't know. Demons will take you much further than you ever wanted to go. And there's always, there's even demons that tell you, yeah, but that won't happen to you. And they speak to you, and you think it's your own voice in your own head, and it's a demon. A demon is speaking, and you can't even discern that it's a demon. You think it's your own voice in your own head. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I could speak so much on that, but the point is, of the video was, when you're a little kid, all eyes are on you. You're being celebrated to the sky. And so you think that life itself is like that forever. But by the time you're old with gray hairs, nobody's paying attention to you, hardly. You're a nuisance to most people. You know what I mean? You lost your mind. You need 24-hour care, and your grandchildren, everybody's hardly visiting you. You're almost all alone all the time. So think about that. How it's a setup. It's a setup. But if you start off understanding the platform of this world, how it really operates and how it really works, you could, walk around these landmines. There's a lot of illusions out there. There's a lot of illusions that tell you that this life is epic, and there's so much glory out there, and it's just shiny stars, and just, man, I promise you, you talk to a superstar, these so-called celebrities, and they'll tell you, I ain't that, and I don't have all that. It doesn't exist. You're not going to believe me. You're going to think that it does, because, again, it's spiritual. It's a mirage. It's something that we think is real, but it's not real. But you've been warned. I did my part. I let people know the truth. I've gone through it myself. I made all the mistakes in the book, and I came out the other end. I'm saying, damn, like I went through a whole lot of pain, struggles, sorrow, depression, suicidal thoughts, the whole thing, and I could have been spared that had I just watched a video like this. And so that's my whole goal is to like reach the youth and kind of tell them like, yo, don't fall for it, man. Don't fall for it. It's a whole lot of lies out there, all right? And the way you know that they're lies is that the delivery is not there. The promise is there, but the delivery is not there. And so, even sex, think about that for a second, all right? The promise is all over the television, it's all over everywhere. Blah, blah. Anybody that's had sex, go and have sex right now. If you have, a spouse or something like that, you know, go and have sex, and you'll see that it's not all that, but it's like placed all the way to the sky as a fulfillment promise. Oh, this right here will fulfill you. This right here is the most epic experience you could ever go through, and it's not all that. It lasts but a few minutes, and then it's done. Everything in life is like that in this world. This world ain't all that. This world is being more and more corrupted each and every day, and I don't want to be a downer, but it's the truth. And this world, this life is about helping other people and loving people and helping people. And if you're down, let me pick you up. If I'm down tomorrow, you pick me up. That's what life is all about. And we've made it about being rich and famous and just doing me and you know, kind of stuff. And you miss the whole. That's why everybody's isolated and destroyed, and they're depressed. Anyways, man, I hope this helps somebody. But that's the ultimate truth. Take it or leave it.